Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial. It's Prince Dynamic here again, and today, just like I promised, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to edit simple mockups, how to edit mockups generally. It's a very simple and straightforward process. It's just that there are ways to it, there are things you should look out for, and there are procedures you should follow. So without any further ado, let's jump into today's tutorial. So like I said, we're going to be using this design from the last class for our mockup, and I got two mockups. Okay, let me go through everything I have here. Okay, I have the exact taste, the apple manipulation I did that you guys loved, and this virtual reality from the last tutorial, and I have a mockup here. Sorry, okay, I think I need to change this mockup. Let me see. So guys, like I said, you might want to get some of this mockup, so you just have to purchase it. I'm going to leave a link in the description where you can purchase the mockup itself. So sorry, I'll have to take this out. Yes, this is the mockup itself. So I have this mockup. It's a parcel bag, and I have a cosmetic cream jar. So I'm just going to play around it just to show you guys how the mockups work and how to work around it. So for mockups, for instance, the first thing you should look out for this parcel mockup, the first thing you should look out for in every mockup is to understand the dimensions of the mockup itself. So now for this one, for instance, it's a parcel mockup, like I said. So the first thing I want to do is to examine how the mockups are. So what I always do is I turn it on and off. Okay, I turn everything on and I unhide it one after the other just to see how it is. So this is the shadow of the parcel, then this is the parcel itself. So this is the parcel without the shadow, and this is this without the background. So let's go into the mockup itself. Now if you come to this area where you see package, you see that there it's a group item. So you just open it down to see everything that is there. This is the highlights. These are some of the stuff that have been done on it already. All of these things have been done for you. Just to edit. So this is the shadow. Then you come straight to this part where you have this icon. This icon, they call it smart object thumbnail. Yeah, that is the smart object thumbnail. If you put over your mouse over it, you would see it, smart object thumbnail. So this is exactly where you would edit, and if you are familiar with mockups, you see that most of the times they will rename it as design here, some write front design, some might write edit your design here, place your design here, depending on the kind of mockup you downloaded. So you're going to double click on this thumbnail, and this is what you see. So this is exactly the dimension of the mockup we are working with. So now I want to bring in my design. Let me bring in this virtual reality. I'll just drag it into the thumbnail that we opened, then I scale it to the size so it will fit in properly. Okay, so now I've placed it there. What is the next thing for you to do? Just click on Ctrl S. That's save. Just save it, then it will automatically update this in the mockup. You can see updating the smart object. Could not update smart object because don't worry about that, it's just Photoshop trying to set up it. So now go back to it. You can see that we've just created something very wonderful. You can see how this looks like, guys. You can see how this looks like. Okay, let's do another edit. I want to bring in this apple design so it will look more like a product. Let me bring in this apple design. I'll just place it here. I'll place it over the previous one. You can delete the previous one off or just turn it off, anyone you like. So for me, I like to delete it. I don't want it to be too heavy. So Ctrl S, the same method, is going to update it just like it updated the first one. So you can just go back after this thing is done loading, after it is done updating the object, just go back to the design itself. I don't know why mine is taking this long, but okay, I think we're done. Now just go back to it. You can see the exact taste. Enjoy. So now working with mockups, we are not done. Now it looks like we are done. Fine, we are done. like we are actually done, but I don't like the feel of it. So you might want to change your background color to see what suits you. Now this is the background color, which is white. It is set at white. I can decide to bring mine to something around this golden yellow. Yeah, this golden yellow. Okay, and I can take it further, so I just place something like a light right behind it, a color that is a little bit brighter than the background color itself, so something around this nature. I'll select the brush tool, increase my brush size, then I've created a layer that's above the background and below the package itself. I'll just click once. Okay, I don't think that's too visible. Okay, let's go for a darker color for the background. Let's go for a darker color, something around this. Okay, something around, no, I don't want this. I don't want something too much. Okay, let's say something around this, so I can just pick a color that is brighter than this, something around yellow. Then I use my brush and just create the light behind it to make it more realistic. So as you can see, guys, this is the design itself. So this is the design itself. Now you can decide to do whatever you want with it. I'm just showing you how it works and how it looks like. So you can decide to, if for instance, if you're working on a new project and you want to involve it. So this is what I'll just do: new project. I'm gonna select new, and I'll select custom projects. I hope you remember all of this from the last tutorial, 3000 by 3000 pixel. Then I can just bring in, let me close this since we've updated it. So hide the background, hide the light. So this is all I'm left. So let's see how it looks like without the shadow. Should we go in with the shadow or not? Okay, you know what, let's just, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off all of these things and make sure it has no background. Then I'm going to select the package itself and its shadow. Then I'm going to click on Ctrl Shift Alt E. Yeah, so I can turn this off now. You can see that it's now a movable object. So I'll just move it to the new file where I want to use it. You can see how it looks like now. This is where I want to use the file. Then I can give it whatever background I like and start designing. So that's just how it is, guys. It's a very simple process. It's something very simple for everyone. It's not something hard at all. It's not hard at all. It's not hard. So give it background color. Now this is what I noticed. Most of the times those background used to have the, what is the name, the shadow used to have some kind of issues. So most of the times I don't used to do mine in this method. Let me delete this. What I do is that, let me delete this. What I do most times is that I just move it the way it is without even having to convert it to a single stuff, except I don't need the shadows. That is the only time you find me doing it that way, except I don't need the shadow. Okay, so for now, let me see. It depends on what you are designing. I want it to look like it is standing. I want it to look like it is floating. So I don't want to add the shadows. But if you need to add the shadow, just lift both layers together into the new design where you would like to use it. So you can see that the shadow is still seamless and it's still looking very, very, very much realistic. So let me delete this off and sorry. Now I can now convert this to a single image. Yeah, I've converted it to an image now, so I can turn on my background. So this is what I want to do. Let me just bring this down. Let me just scale it down, and I'll say the exact product. So this is my design. Let me add the lights to it. So this is it, guys. You can just play with whatever works best for you. You can decide to give it a shadow, just like I always do. You can just decide to give it a shadow, ensure that it is below the package itself. Okay, I don't think I still need this package. Let me delete this. So just give it a shadow. The shadow should be black, but you just reduce the opacity. In the next tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to create very much realistic shadow. So I'm going to scale this down. I'll scale this down. I want it to float. I don't want it to touch it this time around. I want it to float. So let me do it this way. Okay, I think I have an issue with the shadow. Let me create my shadow here. So I'll just scale it down. Scale it up, scale it down. This is what I want to do. Then I'll zoom in and reduce the opacity of the shadow. Can just reduce the opacity of the shadow to whatever works best for me. So I can decide to add, like, you can just basically do all of your designs, whatever you want to do with the image from the start. So what else needs to be done? Let me just add something. I'm thinking of something I can just add to the background to spice it up. I don't want it to look the way it looks like. You can add that stuff. Okay, since we are making emphasis on the image, yeah, you can add that stuff I added the other time. So let me look for it. I hope I still have okay, virtual reality, or let me just get it from, okay, let's see what we have first off. I don't know why it's taking so much time to load. They're actually heavy files. They are very heavy, so it's kind of affecting my design, affecting my Photoshop. So let me look for this stuff. Oh, okay, just double click. You can edit smart object by double clicking the thumbnail. So I want to pick up this stuff. Yeah, just this part alone, so I can lift it to my design. Yeah, let me close this. Let me close these two things as I opened. Okay, so I'm going to bring this just right behind it. I'll scale it up because I want it to be more fuller than it's appearing now. So I'll just bring the lights right behind the product itself. Yeah, so I like the look of this. You can bring in whatever things that make you like, that spice up your design. I hope you understand. So it doesn't necessarily need to be plain like that. You can add anything you want. You can add the apple, you can add, just spice your design up. So the exact taste. Okay, so you can add a bit of text to it. So let me think of something. The exact taste of apple. Okay, let me write get this for free. Write this, pardon me. Okay, so you can write get, let me scale it up. I can at least see what I am doing. Yeah, I said it, and yeah, I already made a mistake. Get this for free. Yes, so I want it to be thick. You might be wondering why I love this font. Actually, I'm not the type of person that used to keep up to 5,000 fonts, 1 million fonts, like some people do boast in all of those things. But it's not my kind of person. I just work with the fonts I love the best, and fonts that but basically I love both fonts. So let's just leave it that way. Let's just say it that way. I love both fonts. So let's say get this for free. The white color is not flowing, so I'm going to change the color. I'm just holding on for this stuff to load. So let me bring this down, and the shadow, let me bring it down. or instead of putting it up that way, let me do it this way. Let me bring it down. Let me think. I'm going to add a little bit of perspective to this. We are done with the tutorial though, but I'm just trying to work out something so it won't just look ordinary the way it is. So let me rasterize this layer because I've get this for free, so I can just work a perspective. Yeah, get this for free. Yes, so this is it, guys. I'll add gradient too. Get this for free. I can decide to reduce my opacity. Yeah, so this is it, guys. We've created a wonderful design, and I hope you enjoyed it group and you can convert it to a movable image. So this is what we've just created. Get this for free, the exact taste. So guys, I hope you now understand how mockups work and how you can edit. I think I've showed you how it works. So let's work with another mockup. Let's work with another one. Let's see. I'm just going to show you a very quick one. Okay, so this is another mockup I have. So like I said, the first thing you should do in every design, let me close this virtual reality. I don't need this. Alright, so this is what we just created, right? So let's save this. I'm actually exporting it as a picture, so let me use it as mockup 1. You can save it as whatever you want. I don't want this tutorial to be too long. That is why I'm trying as much as possible to rush the stuff I'm doing. So I won't save mine as mockup 1. Let me save that as the JPEG. Yeah. So I move to the next one. It's going to be very quick. I'm not going to go into so much detail. So like I said, the first thing you should do is check out how everything are arranged. So this is the lead cover, this is the cosmetic jar itself, and here you design. Like I said, people name theirs as design, so this is where you are going to edit your design. This is the color, where you edit the color, adjust the color. This is where you adjust the jar reflection, and this is your background. So I hope you understand. So this is what I want to do now. Let's just edit this very fast. Just create something simple. Let's come up with a name. Okay, the larger jar, the mid jar. Alright, so this is the wrapper of the jar. Let's just put something simple. Let's create something around this color, or let's make it purple. Which color have we not used? Okay, blue. Yeah, let's do something around blue. So Ctrl S to save, then go back to your design. You find it updated already. As you can see that it is updated already, but I don't think I like this color, so let me do something around black. I really love, I don't know when I go out to stores and I want to get all of these cosmetics, I'm always fascinated by the ones with black and gold black and gold color. So let's just save it. I'm just filling it up with color. There's nothing much. I'm just showing you how it works. It's simple. It's just as simple as putting in your design, and that's all. Once you save, you can go back to your job itself. So let me close all of this. So this is how cancel. Alright, so this is how it looks like. This is the background. You can decide to change your background to whatever thing you like. So let's say, for instance, I want to give mine another background. I want it to be black. like I want it to be very black, so I just fill it with the color. I can add a little bit of light on it, something around this color, this nature. Okay, so I pick my brush, just drop it once. I can increase the size of it. I can increase the size. Okay, so I think it's even looking like it's looking like the first, looking like their own background. Okay, it's something around that, but I don't like the sharp edges that they are having, so I'll just reduce my opacity to something around this nature. So let me see what else can we do to this. Let me change the design. Let's just add something like THE. But I'm not going to be using this font, so I want to use Lostar. I just installed this font, but I think I like it. It looks like it works very good for product design. So I reduce my fonts. I just want to create something else, so let me just duplicate it. Actually, I duplicated by holding the Alt button and dragging on the one I want to duplicate. So let me name this as secret. Alright, so I'm going to scale it up. I'll scale this down. I think I like this. I think I like what I'm doing. So let me look out for a color I can just work with. Let's say something of this nature. I'm looking for something that has a kind of gold feel. Let's just say something around this nature first, then we can always try whatever color makes sense to us. Okay, the secret. So let me change this to white. Yeah. Okay, the secret. So this is it. So let me just write random text here. This body cream will help you become more creative. It's a lie. But let's just work with it. So Century Gothic. I want something not too. Let's work with Century Gothic. I'm going to reduce the font size to somewhere around there. I'm going to increase the space between each of the letters and see how it looks like. No. I think we should just go back to the way it was before. Let's make this white. Okay. You can add whatever stuff you really like to add to spice up your design. So let's save this and see how it looks like on the final design itself. You see the secret. So let's just copy this and use it for the others too. Let's copy this. The secrets, sorry. Let's save that too. Okay, so let's check out the last one, and I think there is the last one. So let's bring in the text again for this one. So just copy and paste. You can copy and drag, sorry, copy and drag. Alright, bring this up, the secrets. So that's just everything about mockup that you need to know. So a quick recap: you open your mockup file, you double click on the thumbnail, the smart object thumbnail, then you start whatever design you want to do. Or you might have done your design if you know the size. Like if I know that this is what the size, I'd have done a proper design to illustrate this. But anyways, I feel we're good with this. So now I've updated it all, and this is the outcome. I don't like this reflection. Everything might not work perfectly like you expected, so let me just remove this reflection. I don't want it. I don't want this reflection. Or let me close this. Let me close this too. Let me work here instead. So let me do the black background. Yeah, so let me bring in my design. Okay, so we didn't change the lid color, and let's just leave it since that is what we want to work with. So let me try this in. Photoshop is my Photoshop is having issues already.
6 hours later.
So I'm just going to bring in this design. I hope it doesn't hang. Oh, glory to God. Okay, let's just scale this down. Let's scale this down. Alright, so this is it, guys. We have just brought in this stuff. So like I said, always try out things, just see how the addition of something will result to something that will make sense. You get, that is how you learn. Don't wait for one person to do it before you say, wow, that didn't make sense, let me do it. Yeah, don't wait. You don't really have to wait. So let me just do this as a soft light. Let's see what, let's see the results. I think I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Alright, let me just bring that a little bit. I don't want it to be too obvious. So this is it, guys. Let me resize this again. And this is much more smaller. Alright, then you can decide to add your text. You can do your background anyhow you want it. So let me just add a little text. Can you keep a secret? So let me give this a white. Can you keep a secret? Let me reduce the space between the text, each words, I mean, each letters. You be me. Normally I know they do like this. Alright, so can you keep a secret? I think I should change this to the color of the secret itself. Yeah, and maybe the font should change to Lolo Star something. That spacing. Can you keep a secret? Then whatever stuff you need to add, you can just keep adding them. Let me scale this down again. Just trying to make sure it is neat. secrets. Okay, I'm just coming up with all of these words. This brand don't exist. It's not like it is an existing brand. I'm just trying to see what I can do with this. Okay, so want to glue like them on, then it's high time you keep your secrets. Reduce this, scale it up. Okay, but I'm not liking the feel of this. Let me bring this up. Don't mind me, I love tiny text. So this is a design, and I think we are good to go. Yes, I think we're good to go. So we've just done justice to this design. We've done very good justice to this design. Let's see what other colors we can use for the background. Let me see something around this nature. I don't know how it looks like, how it's gonna look like. This looks cool, but no, I don't want it. Alright, so guys, we've come to the end of this tutorial. If you are watching this tutorial for the first time, I'll really appreciate if you give me a thumbs up, then as well comment, drop your comment, leave a comment in the comment box, and subscribe to my channel for more. And don't forget to turn on the post notifications so you get notified whenever I drop a new content on my YouTube channel. So alright guys, we've come to the end of this tutorial. Like I said, in the next class we're going to be talking about creating realistic shadows in your design. So peace out.